What's going on, guys? This is Pikachu OTC from Simple Trade, and welcome to another weekly review. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'm happy to announce that we are finally at the finish line. The SEC deadline is on September 28th, meaning that starting Tuesday, every stock with a stop sign will not be tradable. It will all go to the gray or expert market, and it'll be very difficult to liquidate these stocks. Now, I'm very excited about this because we are entering a new era to the OTC, and in my opinion, we will see much more runners because most of the volume will focus on the pink and the pink limited stocks. Now, in this review, there are some stocks that I just couldn't left behind because their update was too powerful. I had to put those stocks in this review. And as you can see, the first one is the company AAPT, which we already reviewed multiple times in previous videos. And the update that occurred right here on September 20 with massive 350 plus volume at these highs is due to this reason. As you can see, All American Pet Company announces LOI to acquire 200 million tech company. Now, they are not revealing what tech company it is, but they are revealing that they will acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of the acquisition candidate, and it is worth $200 million. Now, if you're doing a quick math, you will see that the market cap of AAPT on these levels is under $100 million, meaning that the stock can potentially go another 100% from here. Thus the huge volume, thus the huge rise of price with almost 100% from the day earlier and a total of 545% from 1 month ago. Let's move on to the second stock of this review, and that stock is PRMO, which was also called on our Discord channel. We alerted it when it was in the low trips at the 0004, and we kept on adding because we knew that the company will gain the yield sign. The reason there was not much volume until this day is because the company was still a stop sign, and on this day exactly the stop sign was removed and the yield sign was up, and thus the huge spike of volume. And as you can see, we had a 200% on a liquid stock. You guys already know what liquid means. And one more interesting thing about this stock is that they already filed the attorney letter at the 1st of September. Now, I believe that they will file another attorney letter because they filed an amendment to their quarterly and their annual reports. So I assume we will see another attorney letter very soon, and after that they will gain the pink current information stamp. Now let's move on to the third stock of this weekly review, and that stock is TONR, which we already reviewed on the previous weekly review. So if you're not familiar with the stock, go and watch the video now and then come back right here. The stock gave us 1,883% in only 2 weeks, which is absolutely insane. And on top of all of that, this is also a liquid stock, so you could have made a lot of money on this stock. And the reason that the stock continued its run is due to the following. On their Twitter account, TONR tweeted that they are currently going through a management shakeup. New management will showcase a roadmap of greatness in 2 weeks. And they also hashtag the crypto, the altcoin, the Bitcoin, and the Yo coin, meaning that they are in the crypto business, which is a very hot sector in the OTC right now. And because of this tweet alone, the stock rose in 1 day around 100%, which is absolutely insane. And it continued its run over the next couple of days, where on September 23rd, they tweeted their new management will showcase the roadmap to greatness in 2 weeks, and they added a timeline with financial, attorney letter, pink current, debt cancellation, share cancellation, merger, and then the OTCQB, which is required to be over a penny for over 1 month. Now, I'm sure you are familiar with this timeline, and that is correct. This is the same timeline of the company ICOA. I guess they thought that if it worked for ICOA, it can also work for TONR. But the time will tell if they were right or wrong. But the story unfolds just now. As they tweeted, in 2 weeks we will see the management updates and the roadmap. So we have something to expect in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for TONR. this might not be the last word, this might not be the last run, as we have much more catalysts incoming. Let's move on to the fourth stock of this review, and that stock is ICOA, which was also reviewed multiple times on our channel. And because the stock just keeps surprising us day after day, giving us new highs and got us overall a 3,700% run from our alert on our Discord channel. And the reason that the stock continued its run over the next 3 days after our previous weekly review is because of their Twitter account. They tweeted, to clarify our previous tweet, the upcoming developments is not just one, it is 2 acquisitions. Possible LOI announcement as early as Friday, and 2 days later, they shared that there will be 30% share cancellation from the OS coming up. 2.59 billion shares will be cancelled, which will make the market cap much lower. And these 2 announcements got the stock price to go all the way to a new all-time high to 0191. And the last update from the company was on Friday, as they tweeted that the update on the acquisitions will be published shortly after obtaining the pink current status, expected early next week, meaning this will be this week according to their Twitter account. And you can see right here, this is acquisition about a very hot sectors in the OTC. So also keep an eye out for ICOA, because we might see an acquisition news if they will gain the pink current stamp this week. And we might see new highs if that acquisition will be something big, or we can also see sell the news if that acquisition will be small. Let's move on to the final stock of this weekly review, the company LEAS, but for the purposes of this video, we'll call this stock LEAS. So LEAS gave us a 400% run from the low point of the previous month, and the reason that the stock dropped to that price is the same reason that every stock dropped to these levels, because they were stop signs with no filings. So there was much higher selling power than buying power, and the stock dropped down to 0009. Now the reason that the stock rised up once again is because they filed the first quarterly report after a year, and thus you can see right here the huge gap up, about 100% gap up, because they filed the quarterly report on September 19th and the market opened on Monday, September the 20th. 4 days after that, they filed the annual report and an attorney letter, and they got the yield sign just 1 day after that, and thus you got a 400% run with 2 very big gap ups. The share structure of LEAS is very good, so we got a fresh story right here, and it will be interesting to see what this stock will bring in the near future. The story just unfolds here, like every other stop stock that got the yield sign. We will wait for the pink current information stamp and then the corporate update. And that was it about LEAS. I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly review. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the future videos. Also, if you're still not in our Discord community, make sure to go to the description and get in right now, because we give alerts you can't see anywhere else. You will be the first one to be alerted on these kind of plays, so make sure you join right now. Again, thank you for watching and have a great and profitable week.